Hey, this is a quick video on how to make your Xbox Series X controller work with FIFA or any Origin game. Okay, so first of all, what you need is Steam. Alright, so if you don't have Steam, go ahead and download it. So we're gonna launch Steam right now. Okay, so once you have Steam, go to Steam, go to Settings, go to Controller, then go to General Controller Settings. Alright, let it load. So once you're here, make sure that everything I have checked here is checked on your thing. Alright, so Xbox configuration support, Xbox extended feature support, and generic gamepad configuration support. Alright, so make sure everything here is checked. Okay, just cross check with yours. So once this is done, let's just close this. Okay, so once this is done, go to games and then go to add a non-Steam game to my library. Okay, once you're here, scroll down, let it load. Okay, so it's not here, so let's just click browse. So what you have to do is you have to select Origin. Okay, so for me, Origin is in the program files in C drive and in Origin. Okay, so it must be the same for you if you chose the default location. So remember this: C, program files, x86, Origin, and you have to select this origin.exe. Alright, yeah, so double click on this. So now Origin is checked, and click on add selected programs. Okay, alright, so now go to the library and then the home, and now scroll down. See here, you can see Origin, right? So just let's just rename this, right? Let's see how we can rename this. So I'm just doing this for my sake because I like it. If you want to do it, or just don't. Okay, so we're just gonna name it FIFA 21 because I want to make that work with my Xbox Series X controller. Okay, I don't know if this will work with Xbox One controller. I had this issue in my Xbox Series X controller, so that's why I'm making this video, and the tutorials online were pretty bad. Yeah, so rename this FIFA 21. I just do this for myself. If you want to skip this step, you can do that too. Okay, so this is now FIFA 21. Okay, alright, so we so far added Origin to our Steam library, and we renamed it to FIFA 21. Okay, so once you have your controller connected, go into the Steam big picture mode. Okay, so it's here, it's right here. You have to go here, and before doing that, make sure that Origin is not running. Okay, and you can check that by clicking on this arrow right here, and if the Origin symbol appears here, that means it's running. So you have to close it before doing this. Okay, it should be off. Yeah, so make sure Origin is not running. Once you've made sure of that, click on the big picture mode, and then let Steam big picture load. Let's just skip this. Then go to your library, go to installed, I guess. Yeah, it must be installed. Yeah, and here you can see FIFA 21, right? So if you didn't rename Origin to FIFA 21, it'll show Origin here. So just click on this. I'm doing this with my mouse. You can do this with your controller. Okay, so you can do this with that, and go to manage shortcut. Alright, and then go to controller options. So these two must be checked. So if it's not checked, then make sure to check it, and here click on forced on. Alright, then click on OK. So far so good. Now you just have to click on play. Let Origin launch. Alright, so Origin is launching. Let it load. So what this basically does is that this forces, so Steam actually is really good for the Xbox Series X controller or just any controller, and Origin kind of disabled it's games being added to Steam as some other games. So yeah, so see, you can see here that Origin launched with this gamepad support, right? And Origin natively doesn't have that for some reason. I mean, it's EA, so you can understand. So yeah, so I go offline usually, but this is optional. If you don't go offline, it'll work. Okay, yeah, I'd go offline because I have a modded FIFA. Okay, anyways, so you can go. Oh, yeah, just go to your games, my game library, and yeah, now you can launch any game. Okay, so like I'm launching FIFA 21. So let it launch. What's happening? I'll just launch it like that. Yeah, so yeah, just play. Okay, so once you do this, your controller should work. Okay, if you followed all the steps, then your controller will work. Yeah, once I go to the big picture mode, I do everything with my controller. So I click on Origin, launch Origin with my controller, and then yeah, I guess I launched FIFA with my mouse, because once see, you can see the Steam overlay here. So if this is coming, the Steam community, that means you've done it, and now your controller will work fine. Okay, so I think earlier the issue was that the arrow keys were not working fine, and it was really weird, everything. So everything of that sort will be sorted. Okay, so if you still have problems after this, make sure to watch this video again and follow the steps carefully, and make sure that Origin is closed before you're launching it through Steam. Okay, so those are my final thoughts. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. I hope I could resolve your issue.